Hello, welcome back.
I can feel it in my bones. And nothing to ask some more. Got me looking like a clown. Someone always let us down.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time since I have uploaded a video. I've actually filmed a bunch over the last couple of months, but my schedule with finishing my master's thesis has been kind of busy, and I haven't really been feeling up to editing, and I only want to put out videos where I like the editing decently, so it's been a while, but I hope that this video is going to go up soon. As I'm leaving London soon, I thought it would be a good idea to make a video about my favorite things in the city that I've enjoyed over the last year, and I'll probably going to make this into some sort of series where I review London restaurants and cafes, my favorite parks, favorite things to do, how my master's degree went overall, and if I would recommend this city as a postgrad destination. And so today it's just going to be my 10 favorites in So I thought I'd start with number 1, a place where I spend so much time, which is the Barbican Center. And the Barbican Center is located in, central, but south-ish East London. Not super south and not super east, but it's quite near to my house, so it's walking distance, and it's basically a giant complex that includes apartment buildings, but it's also a theater, like a cinema, a place to study. There's a bunch of restaurants, there's a big public library, there's art galleries. I would call it a cultural center, and it's a great place to go sit with your laptop and work on stuff. And I also have a library subscription there, so I can check out books and everything, and it's completely free if you're a resident or a student in the area, so that's really, really, really nice. Barbican. Number 2 is, I would say, any London park, but particularly Hampstead Heath. I spend a lot of time sitting outside in the parks in the summer and studying and just laying in the grass. And Hampstead Heath, I went swimming with my friend one day. They have some swimming ponds, which are really lovely. You do have to reserve in advance, and it costs money to swim there, but it's totally worth it, I think. And I haven't been to Hampstead Heath nearly as much as I would have liked to, just because it's not that close to where I live, but I definitely want to try to get there more in the last couple of months in London. And other than that, some of my favorite parks are Victoria Park, St. James Park, and Gordon Square, which is just a small square in Bloomsbury near my university, but it's really beautifully designed, I think. Number 3 is dancing at The Place. The Place is a dance studio in downtown London, also in the Bloomsbury area, quite close to Euston Station and King's Cross. And they just have really nice studios, really great quality teaching in my experience. I think of the studios that I've been dancing in London, The Place is my favorite. And they have a student concession price for £12 a class, which is still a lot of money, but it's really good value for what you get, I think. My 4th favorite of things that I've done recently is my Brick Lane routine. So my Brick Lane routine is a thing that I do on Sundays, usually every once in a while, where I walk from my house along the canal all the way down from Clerkenwell area to Broadway Market, and it's about an hour-long walk along the canal in the morning, and a lot of people do this, so it's really sunny and full of people having a good time and drinking coffees. And then I will walk down to Columbia Road Flower Market, buy some flowers for my apartment that are really cheap there, and that market is on only on Sundays. And then I'll head to Bagel Bake on Brick Lane, get some bagels to take back home to my apartment and put in the freezer to store for the next weeks. And I usually will stop off at Libreria, which is a bookstore on Brick Lane that I just love, and maybe also get some dumplings to go at Upmarket, which is a roofed kind of street food market that's on the weekends, and there's one Korean dumpling stand which is so good, so I highly recommend the dumplings at Upmarket. And that's basically my routine, and then I'll usually walk home through Red Church Street and look in the windows at the shopping little boutiques there and make my way back home, and it's just like the perfect Sunday outing. It takes about 3 hours or so, and if you live in a similar area and can do this loop as well, I highly recommend. Another favorite place of mine in London is the Tate Modern. I've been there more than a lot of other places. They have so many free exhibitions. If you're under 25, you can get a Tate Collective card where you get £5 access to a lot of exhibitions as well, which I've done over the past months. And then on Friday nights, once a month, there's a Tate Late, where there's a DJ and late night workshops that are free as long as you sign up, as long as you get there on time, and it's just a really cool cultural event. And honestly, I could always just spend a couple of hours meandering around the Tate. It's such a cool cultural resource to have in the city. Another one on my list is are a few day trips to go from London, and the first one that I want to talk about is the New Forest. So the New Forest is about a 2.5 hour train ride south of London to a national park where it's so green. There's wild ponies. You can mountain bike around the area. I went there for a one-night stay with one of my best friends recently, and it was just a really lovely way to escape the bustle of the city and see some of the English countryside. Is it another complicated mechanism? Do you need help?
No, I got it.
Okay. Very good.
It's weird English thing.
Ugh. Another favorite day trip is going to Oxford. I did this twice, and it's so beautiful. I hadn't been to Oxford prior to this living in London, and it's just so pretty. A lot of the colleges are free to enter, so you can see sort of where the students live and just all these historic buildings that are filmed in the Harry Potter series, and just a really cool place to experience, and lots of cool coffee shops and students walking around everywhere, and it just feels like a place that I could really imagine myself living. So I think if I stayed in London longer, I would spend more time in Oxford as well. Then a final little day trip thing that is still within London is Kew Gardens. It's a big botanical gardens, park, museum thing to go to. It costs about £9 for students, and you have to book it in advance. But it was so worth it. I could have spent all day there. I went there with my best friend, and we just walked around and laid in the grass, and it's a really beautiful place. I think it's underrated. It's a touristy thing to do, but it's really, really worth it in my experience. So then just one random favorite for number 9 is the Finsbury Park Festival that I went to recently. There was a lineup of 7 crazy bands, among which was the Japanese House, which I've been listening to for years and was so much fun to see live. There's a lot of festivals actually around London and in London in the summer months, and I would say that going to a festival in a London park should be on your list if possible. So my last favorite, number 10, is Exmouth Market, which is a street relatively close to where I live, and on Exmouth Market there's a bunch of little cafes and restaurants and boutiques, but my absolute favorite is Bricky, which is a Greek coffee shop, like Greek cafe, not the other type of coffee shop, and they have just really nice Greek style coffees like freddo espressos and cappuccinos, and they sell spanakopita and bougatsa as well. If you like Greek food, you'll know what these things are, and if you don't, I just highly recommend that you head to Bricky and try them out. It's also a great place to sit on your laptop and study, so I just am there literally all the time. If you want to know more about study cafes in London, I've checked out so many of them, and I'll be posting a video soon of my favorite cafes to study in London and which cafes I enjoy but where you cannot use your laptop. So if you're interested in that video, please subscribe and like this video as well. Thank you so much for watching this video and for clicking on my channel today. I'm hoping to have some more time to film in the coming 12 months once my master's degree is over and I can focus more on creative things like this YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a great day, whoever you are, wherever you are. Bye!
Escapes to the